Okay, guys, I've been getting a lot of different energies around healing and just someone sobering up. Okay, I feel like whatever distance happened between you two, it's helping your divine masculine to experience healing. I just keep seeing that like someone has a clear mind lately. I don't know if they are spending time in nature or away from crowds. It just feels better to be alone. They could find also that they want to spend time with either like pets or they have a better time in the company of children. It just the energy itself feels very soothing. Many of your divine masculines as well who really resonate with this energy, they could find themselves traveling to particular places right now, or they may be just urged to take a trip somewhere. This has a lot to do with visiting home or even a lot of synchronicities about visiting this particular place. It's bringing up a lot of healing. It's bringing up a lot of memories as well. This could be like their homeland. Like if many of your masculines have taken a trip back to the place where they were born, they could be experiencing a lot of healing there. But I'm seeing particularly that this clear mind has a lot to do with being out in nature or being around things that are familiar. As they experience more healing, they don't want to numb out a lot of, I feel like it's like the channeled messages that are coming through on the journey. Many of them are not like reaching for the bottle or reaching for like cigarette after cigarette, just keeping their mind in this state of like openness, right? It's like you think of whatever comes to you. Your thoughts are never intentional, right? And if your thoughts are never intentional, then you never get a chance to really create for yourself. So I feel like this whole idea of being clear-headed, and many of your masculines are realizing that like they miss you, okay? And they need to sort through like what exactly am I missing here? The fact that you guys may not be communicating is really affecting them. Like I'm picking up on that, and that is also causing them to like I'm seeing like I don't know why I keep getting this, but reach for the bottle or like throw out packs of cigarettes. So I don't know what their vice may be, but like it just hurts. Like they can't do like double the pain, okay? Because missing you and then pairing it up with things that make them feel either shitty after the end of a day or it's causing them to feel like hangovers. Like that's another thing too I was picking up on is like hangovers for this particular collective. They no longer want that feeling. They don't want to run from this connection. When they confront it head on or they have a more clear mind about it, I feel like that's when they're getting the answers. And I'm also seeing like afraid. Someone's no longer afraid to either reach out or initiate communication because they have a clear mind. Okay, a lot of the ghosting, a lot of the abrupt behavior. Some of you might have seen, like, I've mentioned this in many readings, but like this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type of personality come through from your masculines. What many of you may not have been able to really just pinpoint is they were under a lot of heavy substance use when communicating with you, when dealing with you. And the result of that was distance. Okay? You weren't like many people, I feel like, in their corner or in their support system who have urged them to try to get help. But I feel like your masculines had this like aggressive way of letting the people around them know this is my life. This is just how I want to be. Like it's either, like don't bring up my habits, like whatever I choose to do, it's my business, like that type of thing. But when it came to you, you just distanced yourself. You didn't have to say much. They knew what it was. Okay, many of them, you mirrored back their self to them under the influence. That's the vibes that I'm picking up on. Is like a conversation with you, them maybe being under the influence of something, and then communicating with you again abruptly or just talking to you sideways. I feel like the distance, the silence and the distance is what really affected them. And I feel like for many of you, this could be like months or years of separation, and it's finally hit someone that like I need to let go of those things if I'm really going to figure out what this connection means to me. And every time it comes up, instead of numbing myself, I'm going to confront it head on. I'm going to dig into this with a few more messages and see like what they're currently working on, because like I'm seeing like a rainbow. A rainbow could be significant for many of you where they're gaining clarity. They're feeling better. Many of them are smiling more. And I'm seeing I want to come home. Okay, so that could be very significant for some of your masculines. They could be returning home after a hiatus, not wanting to be seen. I'm also hearing the words that sobering up was ugly. Okay, it was an ugly process for them. They didn't look their best and they didn't look their healthiest. But I am seeing that they're wanting to resurface. And look at the top of the deck. We have seeds and we have spring. I feel like something has been brewing in the background where, yeah, some kind of breakthrough or epiphany is healing. I really am getting that somebody really missed you throughout this distance or hurting you with their words or their anger, their hostility. I'm seeing that there were a lot of people in their circle that they were hurting with their behavior, but it was initially you that made them want to leave those ways behind. Or I'm telling you guys, like, there's something about getting help. Okay, we have lack and we have doubts. They lived in this energy for a really long time before you came along in divine timing. Okay, and for a lot of you as well, I'm getting that this distance is about to close out, or many of you may be getting communication from them. And you're going to wonder, like, who is this? But I feel like that has to do with the seed or spring energy. It's a new version of someone that, like, you're going to see a vulnerable side of them. I hear them saying, like, I'm sorry. A lot of you may even get them saying things like, I apologize, or I'm sorry I acted that way, or even right down to, like, I took this connection for granted. And I know that you don't want to speak to me, you don't want to hear from me, and it's not about that. But I need to come to you and let you know what I did was wrong, or the way that I handled this connection was wrong. I feel like it is like the budding of this either forgiveness between you two or a new cycle, but I don't want to say too much just yet because they're not expecting a cycle. It's like the energy I'm getting from your masculines, it's like after sobering up, they're prepared to fully just move forward or move on because they don't feel worthy of you. Even if they have your forgiveness, it's like they don't feel worthy of pursuing this connection. Maybe that's been the biggest thought on their mind, okay? But fate. Some of you are, I feel like with divine timing and divine intervention coming out in one reading, this is like communication after a really long time. And it's because they're going to have the courage to reach out in such a vulnerable way. I feel like that is the part that's going to maybe ignite this love again between you two. I'm going to see what the romance angels have to say about this. How has the divine feminine currently been feeling? Have you been thinking about your divine masculines while you two have been at some kind of distance? I sense the divine feminines as well also picking up on something was off. Something was off about them because, again, that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, you definitely knew, like, okay, not to be rude or anything, because I totally don't want to be rude with anybody obviously struggling with substances, but I just feel like divine feminines, like, sometimes you'd be like, are you high on something? And that would really trigger them. Okay, that might be something where it's like, it was just like a slang way of saying, like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? Like, that, I feel like you would consistently say this as some kind of response. Sorry guys, I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but I just feel like with this fate card, like you were the one to come in and help them experience some kind of healing or breakthrough. They're no longer in this miserable place that they were once in, and I feel like that's what they really want to tell you the most, right? All of the red flags in the past, you know, and I'm hearing someone say like your intuition was right with the red flags, like they were high on something, because the signs were cautioning you. They just weren't themselves, and many of you knew that. You picked up on that. So I hear someone saying like they know why they lost you, or they know why they lost this connection.